It's Terry Henne and his Farm Show on 100.5 and 790 News Radio WSGW and online WSGW.com.
A mostly cloudy good morning to you. I hope your day's going well for you, wherever you might be. Terry Henne here at Radio Center, along with Matthew Lester. Under the clouds, a little bit cool as far as our temperatures go, but really not all that bad. Nobody's complaining about the clouds, about the rain, about a lot of the things that have been going on over the past 24 to 36 hours. We do have a number of locations looking at least a half inch of rain. In most cases, half, 3/4 of an inch, very common. We do have a few locations that have had close to an inch, if not more than an inch. In particular, out at the Bean and Beet Research Farm, where we were yesterday for the Bean and Beet Day, they picked up right around an inch of rain. Then you go over on the other side of the state, Ithaca had 1 1/3 inches of rain. Southern Saginaw County, specifically West Curtis Road and Moore Road, that particular area, 1 1/3 inches of rain over the last 24 hours. The Swan Creek area, you're talking anywhere from 8/10 to 1 1/4 inches. A couple locations reported close to 1.5 inches out there. Munger, they're looking at 2/3 of an inch of rain. Fairgrove, better than 8/10. Up in Pigeon, they were talking 6/10 of an inch there. Not quite as much in the Sandusky area, 2,800. Lapeer, about 1/4 of an inch. Kindy, up in the Upper Thumb, the dry bean capital of the world, Kindy, 3/10 of an inch of rain there. Freeland looking at a little bit better than 6/10. Linwood, a little bit more than 1/4 of an inch. That's it. Central Michigan University picking up 1/4 of an inch. The Birch Run, Frankenmuth area overall, anywhere from 5/10 to 6.5 of an inch of rain. Merrill looking at 5,200. Elma looking at about a half inch. The Greenville area out west of Highway 66, they were looking at 1 1/10. A little bit closer as far as our reporting stations go. We're looking at pretty much the same as we go through all of the different measurements on our precipitation. What's going to be happening over the next 24 hours? We're going to dry down just a little bit. We'll talk about that weather a little bit more in depth here in just a moment or two. Right now, Matthew, temperature-wise, what do you have on the thermometer?
Currently, over at the airport, it's mostly sunny at... Never mind, it's cloudy at 68. Over in Midland, it's mostly sunny at 70. Here at Radio Center, it's cloudy at 66. We have north winds at 14 miles per hour, gusting up to 20 miles per hour, and our pressure's at 30.09, and it's steady.
Don't rush the sun, Matthew. This afternoon, we're going to get some sun, and as a result, our temperatures are going to warm up. I think about 5, 6 o'clock tonight, right around in there, our warmest temperatures will be. We're looking for sunshine then, and about 75 degrees. Before we go in depth anymore on the weather, I want to touch base here real quickly with Chuck Servinski over at Maple Hill Nursery in Midland. Chuck, you're on the road this morning. As far as rainfall amounts around your neck of the woods in Midland, I kept seeing not a lot of rain. Did you get much in your gauge?
Not much, about 1/4 inch, but it was enough to make things wet, and we needed that.
Yeah, we sure did, and we need it for the lawns. We've talked about lawn care pretty much all week here so far, and you've got a couple of tips too, right?
Right. Our temperatures are cooler, and roots are starting to go deeper in our lawn for fall, and it's really key to put down an application of fertilizer or two yet this fall to help keep that lawn going and get it ready for fall. And we've got Safe Green Lawn from Dairy Dew that works really good. This is more of an organic product. It's fortified with solid biology without the use of chemicals. And this fertilizer is going to work with new and existing lawns. And it's also safe for use around kids and pets, which is a big thing now.
Yeah, it sure is. I know a lot of the kids, grandparents have the kids over. They love rolling in that lawn. And of course, the pets, the dogs, inside animals, go outside. There's always that concern about it, and this product is safe to use around those, right?
It definitely is. It's not going to hurt kids or pets.
So all we got to do is stop by Maple Hill Nursery
And we'll show you how to do it with Dairy Dew products from Morgan Composting.
Chuck, drive carefully. We'll talk to you again here at the end of the week, okay?
Sounds good. And the sun is shining over in Midland right now.
Hey, we'll take it. Send it our way. Chuck Servinski, Maple Hill Nursery over in Midland. So what are we looking at right now? Well, what's average for this time of the year is 80 and 59. We're running a little bit below normal as far as the afternoon high temperature, but our nighttime temperatures are holding pretty true. A year ago on this day, 71 was our high and 50 was our low. So, yeah, we're trending a little bit warmer than what we were a year ago at this time. Matter of fact, we had a string of low 70-degree temperatures that took us through a good part of the second half of the month of August a year ago. But it didn't take too much before Labor Day, and then we were looking at, once again, mid to upper 80s, and we did have a day or so where we were looking at over 90 as we approached the Labor Day holiday. That's not going to happen this year. We are going to be looking at temperatures ranging below normal, and that'll take us right up till, I think, the Labor Day holiday, if not through the Labor Day holiday. But again, I don't think anybody's going to complain. We're looking along that same forecast for below normal precipitation. So we'll just have to see how everything works out. Cool air is going to be dominating the northeastern 35 to 40% of the continental United States. Where it's not cold or chillier, it's going to be downright hot. Matter of fact, as we roll into the weekend, places like Bakersfield, California, on Friday is going to hit 108, and that's on the thermometer. Las Vegas is going to be looking at 110, Phoenix 112, and LA coming in at 96. Even Tucson, Arizona is going to be at 106. Well, and you say, hey, that's normal for this time of the year for those guys. They always have temperatures that warm. They have warm temperatures, but this is unusual. And in some cases, they will be breaking record high temperatures in that part of the continental United States. No time soon is that warmer air going to be pushing back at us. As a matter of fact, it's probably going to be, you're going to have to look at least maybe the first 5-6 days of September before things finally become a little bit warmer. And we are going to stand a chance of seeing above average temperatures in the months of September and average precipitation. So kind of keep that in the back of your mind. Sun as the day goes on, a little bit of a breeze, possibly gusting up to 25 miles per hour out of the northeast, 75 for a high, clear skies tonight, 60 degrees for a low. Sun will set this evening at 8:31, rise tomorrow morning at 6:48. Sunshine tomorrow, 80 for a high, 56 for a low. A lighter northeast breeze, but still northeast. And that northeast breeze is going to stay with us through Thursday. Then on Friday, we're going to see a little bit of a change. After a high on Thursday of 80 and a low of 56, Friday will be at 82 with a low of 62. There's going to be a south breeze, light, but a south breeze as we move into Friday. Saturday, we'll start off with sun, higher humidities, looks like a little bit warmer temperatures too. 82, 83 degrees, but a chance of a shower as we go into the afternoon and the early evening on Saturday. But that will be clearing out as the front will be moving through. It'll be a cold front because Sunday, 72 for a high, 52 for a low with sunshine. Monday, a chance of an afternoon or early evening shower, 68 for a high on Monday, 48 for a low on Monday night. And then on Tuesday with sun, 72 for a high. Record high in the state is 100, set back in 1916. Record low 41, set in 1977. And incidentally, 1977, 3 straight days of the coolest ever temperatures. That would be the 18th, 19th, and 20th of August. Warmest ever on this date, 1916. 100 was our high, 72 was our low. More on the weather as we go through the broadcast. Matthew, standing by. Who do we have today?
Coming up next, we have Kevin Pike from Star of the West, and we also have Doug Klein from Oppenheimer.
Before we get to them, we want to remind you the weather forecast brought to you by the folks at Nutrien Ag Solutions.
Nutrient Ag Solutions has the local expertise to recommend the corn, soybean, and other seed products that are the best fit for your field. Plus, unparalleled agronomic support with products and services to unlock yield potential and improve crop performance from planting to harvest. Ask about our financing options to help you get more from every acre and lead the field. Visit your local Nutrient Ag Solutions branch or go to nutrientagsolutions.com.
They say there's a secret to growing a great crop. At Nutrient Ag Solutions, they beg to differ. It all starts with a strong foundation, and when it comes to fertilizer, there's no question that Titan XE drives dry fertilizer performance. They've been unlocking the potential in every prill of dry fertilizer with biocatalyst technology for over a decade. Visit lpi.ag/Titan or contact your Nutrient Ag Solutions crop consultant to drive your crop's potential today. We talk about the Labor Day holiday, and of course, Labor Day holiday here in mid-Michigan is all about the Michigan Bean Festival, and it will be held again starting on the Friday before Labor Day all the way through Monday, Labor Day itself. Lots of activities for the kids, pedal pulls, cornhole tournaments, kids games, petting zoo, and for the adults, a classic car show, craft vendors, motorsports action, including tractor pulling, bump and run, and demo derbies. And of course, entertainment tent with entertainment each and every night. And it all culminates with the chicken barbecue and the parade. That's on Labor Day itself. The Michigan Bean Festival. You want more information? Just get a hold of, grab your computer and go michiganbeanfestival.com, and you'll get all the latest information there. Incidentally, the festival queen will be crowned on Friday night. So good luck to the young ladies that have tried out to become the festival queen. Looking forward to it. We'll be there broadcasting on the Friday, the beginning day of the Bean Festival. And the folks at Star of the West Milling and the Rummel Insurance Agency invite you to come on out and have a good time at the Michigan Bean Festival this Labor Day holiday. Want to tell you real quickly about my good friends at RoofMax. Ben, askbenhow.com. You want to get a hold of him? 989-859-6751. Now, why should you talk to him? Well, I asked myself that question a couple of years ago. Last year, I had it done. And, I saved thousands of dollars, and I don't have a big headache to worry about anymore. RoofMax is the product that he installed. My roof really didn't need to be replaced, but it needed to be touched up. I had to maintain and take care of that roof, and that's exactly what I did. It restored the flexibility of my roof and extended the life of it as well. You need to check it out. If you've got any questions at all, ask for a free roof assessment. Ben will do it. 989-859-6751. AskBenHow.com. We say good morning to Kevin Pike over at Star of the West. Kevin, good morning. How are you this morning?
Good morning, Terry. I'm doing good.
How's the markets doing today? I haven't had a chance to look.
Yeah, we're actually green across the board, so that's a good sight to see on a Wednesday. There's not a whole lot of fresh news, but let's start with the biggest mover today in wheat. We hit a new contract low overnight, but we have bounced back. It'll be interesting to see if this is a trend that can continue as we move closer to those September futures. There's still plenty of pressure on the wheat market with Russia production moving up another 1 million metric tons and the EU crop up 16 million metric tons from last year. Soys are a bit quiet today. There's some chatter that the EPA could release small refinery waivers, and the American Soybean Association sent a letter to the Trump admin to expedite a deal with China or risk financial hardship for the U.S. farmers. And then corn had 2 export sales to Mexico and Colombia, giving corn futures a little punch in the arm as they fight against the farmer crop tour, backing up those USDA numbers with record yields, and that southern harvest kicking off with impressive yields. And weather could play a bullish role as we see a cold spell moving south.
Really? Moving south, huh?
Yep. That's what I got on my report here. So hopefully that can give it a little punch there.
Well, one thing's for sure, we're not going to have to worry about that hurricane that much, other than some big waves and maybe some coastal flooding, along the Carolinas and Virginia. It doesn't look like it's going to be a threat to agriculture at all.
No, not what I'm seeing there.
So right now on the board, what do you have, Kevin?
Yeah, cash new crop wheat is up 5 at $4.94 on the white, $4.19 on the red. Cash corn is up 2 at $3.27. New crop is up 2 at $3.40. Cash and new crop soybeans is up 4 at $9.58.
You take care. Have a great day, Kevin.
Thank you. You as well.
Will do. Kevin Pike over at Star of the West. A little bit more in depth as far as what the markets are doing. Doug Klein from Oppenheimer joining me. The market report brought to you by Steiner Tractor. New parts for old tractors made real easy. They understand how your life and job will stop if that tractor stops running. 800-234-3280 or go to steinertractor.com. And they want you to mark down on your calendar this coming Saturday and Sunday, August the 23rd and the 24th, the Frankenmuth Farm Festival, which will be featuring a collection of antique tractors, as long as many other things as well for the kids and the family to attend. So mark it down. It's going to be at the River Place shops in the field area behind the Frankenmuth Credit Union field. And we'll be broadcasting on Friday from the Frankenmuth Credit Union field to preview all of the things that you're going to be able to see and do at the Frankenmuth Farm Festival. This is a new location for it, and they're looking forward to having a pretty good crowd. And I think for the most part, they should have some pretty decent weather to hold this event. Again, that's August the 23rd and the 24th, starting Saturday and Sunday at 11 a.m. Doug Klein, good morning. How are you?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
Hey, not too bad. Looks like the festivals aren't letting up one bit.
Well, we got a festival going on in Jackson Hole, Wyoming.
Oh,
the
really?
Fed. Yeah, it's all about the Fed once again. So their meeting starts today, I guess, and they're releasing some minutes from last month's meeting today. Okay, and Trump is calling for the resignation of one of the Fed governors, not Jerome Powell, but one of the underlings. Apparently, she's overstated some of the value of her real estate, getting her mortgages, so she got a better interest rate from the lender. So I guess that's wrong. I don't know. I guess apparently lying on those.
It has been wrong for about the last 3 years or so, right?
Right. So yeah, everybody's doing it. So why not, right? The liar's loans. God, we're back to that 2008 stuff.
Oh my.
I hope not. But anyway, so the tech market is a little bit iffy today, down about 1% on the NASDAQ, about 0.6% on the S&P. Of course, they're tech heavy. The Dow Jones is almost flat, down only 15 points. The chemicals, they're the basic materials, chemical stocks. They're holding up okay today, going up, I should say, 2%, maybe 3%. Food stocks they're holding their own. Some of them are going up, some of them are flat. So I think there's a little tiny bit of rotation there coming into something a little bit less volatile. We'll see. It might not last very long. Of course, you got the new low in wheat, but it did get a little bit of a bounce today. Cross your fingers. Every day we hope that that's the last new low. Yeah, we'll see. I wouldn't be a buyer today. Tempting, but I wouldn't be a buyer just yet. So we'll see. Here's your numbers. The September corn is 3.80, up a half a penny. December corn 4.04, up 3/4 penny. November soybeans 10.37 and a quarter, 10.38 and a quarter, up 4.5. The January soybeans 10.57 and a half, up 4 1/4. The September wheat 5.03 and a half, up a nickel, and December wheat 5.26 and a quarter, also up a nickel. The crude oil is 62.62, up 85 cents. Heating oil is 228.36, up 3 1/4 cents. Gasoline is 211.98, that's up 3 cents. Natural gas is 285, that's down a penny. And of course, everything in the energy complex has expirations coming up in about 7 days or so. So we might see a rollover there. We'll see. Over to currencies, Canadian dollar, US dollar buys $1.3869 Canadian. That's up 5 ticks. The dollar buys 147.17 yen, down 49 ticks. The euro's at 116.53, up 7 ticks. And the dollar is at 98.17, down 10 ticks. Gold is at 33.46.70, up $28 an ounce. Silver's 37.77, up 44.5 cents. Platinum's 13.42.80, up $30. Copper's at 4.44 and a quarter, up 2 cents.
All righty, Doug. You have a good one.
Thank you, too.
Thank you. Doug Klein over at Oppenheimer. The market report has been brought to you by the folks at Thumb Bank, working with agriculture since 1895. Obviously, farming has had a lot of challenges, and Thumb Bank does keep up with those changes, as well as industry trends and the changes of your operation. Thumb Bank, now in Freeland, 13 locations throughout the Thumb and the Great Lakes Bay. Thumb Bank, where relationships are built on trust. Coming up next, Matthew, who do we have?
Coming up next, we have Jerry Samolsky from the Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville, and we also have Ed Garber from Nutrient Ag.
But first, this.
When it comes to strength, reliability, and performance, nothing beats a PowerLift hydraulic door. Built right here in Marlette, Michigan, our custom hydraulic doors are designed for your toughest jobs. Agriculture, aviation, commercial, and more, the price we give is an installed price, and you'll deal with one point of contact from start to finish. To schedule your PowerLift door consultation, call 989-635-8017 or visit PowerLiftDoorsMI.com. PowerLift Hydraulic Doors of Michigan. When you need it done right, we lift you above the rest.
Experience the most reliable RTK signal from PC Ag Solutions, compatible with most GPS receivers. Trade in your old radio or modem and get an affordable subscription through us. We have over 25 base station locations across the Lower Peninsula, and we're always looking to add more to our network. Discover more power, more accuracy, and more coverage with our 450 megahertz signal. Call us to learn more today. PC Ag Solutions, 989-868-4444. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at Freeland Bean and Grain. I had a chance to talk to Vic Huffer yesterday. He had a lot of insight as to what's going on, and my guess is he can probably answer any questions you might have of him. Freeland Bean and Grain, we're serving you is their business, and they've been doing it since 1983, and they've got a great selection of products to help you out as you approach the harvest season. Along with me right now, Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Jerry, what should we be aware of right now?
Terry, we've been talking about seeding lawns and seed choices and whatnot. Farmers know for sure genetics are everything. They stake their living on it. So choosing good genetics in your grass seed is good. But then once you've got your genetics down, we got to seed at the proper rates, because if we have mixtures of rye, fescue, and bluegrass, the ryegrass germinates quickly, the fescue's kind of in the middle, and the bluegrass, which most people would prefer, is the slowest to germinate. So when you have those mixes and you put them down very heavy, the ryegrass, you double it up, there's more ryegrass there, it germinates, and sometimes will outcompete the other grasses you want to have in your stand. So it's important to not only just choose the right grass seed, but then apply it to right rates. And you can maybe go a little heavy, but not 3-4 times, and you'll end up with something maybe you're not going to be as happy with.
Good advice.
So seeding rates are very important.
Yes, they are. Tomorrow, the plant of the week?
Yes, sir.
All righty. We'll look for it. Jerry Samolsky, thank you. Jerry Samolsky, Bay Landscaping and Garden Center in Essexville. Ed Garber from Nutrient Ag joining me right now. And Ed, it looks like we got some beneficial rain in quite a few spots here in the state.
Hey, Terry, sure did. Well needed in a lot of areas. And a little cool down. And we like it, and the crops like it.
Boy, I guess. Anything that growers should be aware of now as we're working our way into the tail end of the growing season?
Yeah, so as we work our way into the tail end, I mean, it don't take long. Get on the internet and tassel wrap, tar spot, pigweeds, water hemp. Those are all hot topics. And I guess what I'd like to say is we're getting calls every day about these things. Don't take the internet's word for it. Get out in the fields, walk your fields, evaluate your crops, take some notes. How'd the crop protection program work? How'd your variety selection work? And, we don't really talk bushels per acre much anymore. We're talking more about bushels per thousand plants. And you start evaluating that now. 8 bushels per thousand is the target. And, 26 starts now. So I just encourage farmers to get out, take a look for yourself. 55 through the windshield probably doesn't cut it, and don't take the internet's word for everything. I guess that's my advice of the day, Terry.
All right. Ed Garber, thank you so much. You take care, all right?
Yeah. You too. Thank you.
You bet. Ed Garber with Nutrient Ag. Farm Service brought to you today by the folks at the Rummel Agency. They invite each and every one of you to bring the family out and learn about agriculture this coming weekend in Frankenmuth. Again, we mentioned it before. It's the Frankenmuth Farm Festival going on. That's going to be just east of the River Place shops in the Frankenmuth Credit Union field out there. Might be a lot of fun to listen up on Friday, and we'll try to tell you just about anything and everything that's going on at that festival, which is going to be Saturday and Sunday this weekend. We'll be right back.
It happens after every commercial building gets built.
That looks great, boys. Wow, what a change. The owners are going to be thrilled.
Even after cleaning out the garage or shed. That leftover scrap metal can be a burden, but it doesn't have to be, and it can make you some cash. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal is a metal recycling company that'll pay you cash and recycle your metal for the future. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal also makes it easy. We can provide containers for industrial manufacturing facilities and small specialty shops for moving and storing scrap metals. Looking to scrap a vehicle? We got you. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal in Saginaw, just north of the Dow Event Center. Also located in West Branch, 1 mile off I-75 and M76. Schedule a car pickup or check metal prices now at rifkin-co.com. Rifkin Scrap Iron and Metal, recycling today for tomorrow.
Friday, bonus pricing has been extended at Rifkin Steel.
If you need a little tree trimming done or tree removal, Legendary Tree Care can take care of it for you. Remember, no job is too big or too small. They are fully licensed and insured, and they specialize in big projects. LegendaryTreeCare.com. Check them out. They're there when you need them. Farm Service has been brought to you today by the folks at Quality Roasting of Reese, offering competitive, consistent prices for your soybeans. Give them a call for a quote today. Back at 12:30 with an update. Now we conclude with the playing of our national anthem, brought to you by Euclid Avenue Coin in Bay City.
Broadcasting from the Stormmaster Exterior Studios, WSGW, Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, WSGW-FM, Carlton,